Man, that Donald Trump press conference was off the chain. It was like I was watching a live episode of Saturday Night Live. It was reality TV. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny as hell. It really was. It was funny as hell. And it's kind of like, um, you know, it is watching like reality TV or a comedy show. You're laughing at this shit. At the same time, you got to realize this is the president of the United States that these white supremacists voted into office, and the like-minded ones who wanted him into office. This is the end result that you have, family. But that press conference was crazy. I know the writers at Saturday Night Live and all of these guys who do spoofs of Donald Trump are going ham over his press conference because it was crazy. But what I'm going to specifically address is the black reporter that asked Donald Trump a question about problems in the black community. They use the term inner cities, these code words and stuff like that. So I'm gonna actually play the video and give you guys my real-time reaction to the reporter asking Donald Trump about issues in the black community and what his administration can do to fix the problem, i.e. Chicago, stuff like that. All right, so before I get into that, family, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Let me introduce myself. My name is Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist. On this channel, I talk about counter racism. I also talk about issues that affect black people collectively as a group, and I offer my suggestions on how to replace this broken system of injustice, this broken system of racism, which is white supremacy, with a system of justice. So if you are new and you agree to that ideology, please subscribe to this channel. If you don't agree and all you want to do is hate, watch, and troll, be my guest, subscribe anyway, because at the end of the day, those type of people, as I always say, are view counts and statistics. Anyway, family, so like I said, I'm gonna get into this press conference. I did watch the press conference live. Okay, now there were some spots that I kind of missed, but I really want to address the issue where the black reporter asked Donald Trump about issues in the black community and what his administration can do to, like I said, fix the problem. So let me switch my scene, and I'm gonna play the video and give you guys my real-time thoughts and post commentary. So let's get right into it. All right, so here we go.
Women's difficulties, very, very strongly. And she's a very, very strong advocate. I think she's a great representative for this country. And a funny thing happens because she gets so unfairly maligned. The things they say, I've known her for a long time. She was a very successful person. She was a very successful model. She did really well. She would go home at night and didn't even want to go out with people. She was a very private person. She was always the highest quality that you'll ever find. And the things they say, and I've known her for a long time, the things they say are so unfair. And actually, she's been apologized to, as you know, by various media because they said things that were lies. I just tell you this, I think she's going to be a fantastic First Lady. She's going to be a tremendous representative of women and of the people. And helping her and working her will be Ivanka, who is a fabulous person and a fabulous, fabulous woman. And they're not doing this for money. They're not doing this for pay. They're doing this because they feel it, both of them.
They feel what?
And Melania goes back and forth. And after Barron finishes school, because it's hard to take a child out of school with a few months left, she and Barron will be moving over to the White House. Okay? Thank you. It's a very nice question.
Must be nice to be still trying to
Go ahead.
procreate at age 70.
Yes. I know this is going to be a bad question, but that's okay. Good, because I enjoy watching you on television. Go ahead.
Well, thank you so much. Mr. President, I need to find out from you. You said something...
So, hold up, before that. He already set it up. Like, yeah. I used to watch you. I already trying to disparage these reporters, right? And trying to make sure that the tone is down and making sure they're their demeanor is brought down at a level that he can take them down with before they ask the question. Already trying to set him up for failure. But let me keep playing the video.
As it relates to inner cities, that was one of your platforms during your campaign. Now
Fix the inner cities. Yeah.
Fixing the inner cities. What will be that fix and your urban agenda, as well as your HBCU executive order that's coming out this afternoon? See, it wasn't bad, was it?
That was very professional and very good. Yeah, we'll be announcing the order in a little while, and I'd rather let the order speak for itself, but it'll be something I think that will be very good for everybody concerned. But we'll talk to you about that after we do the announcement. As far as the inner cities, as you know, I was very strong on the inner cities during the campaign. I think it's probably what got me a much higher percentage of the African-American vote than a lot of people thought I was going to get.
Really?
We did, much higher than people thought I was going to get. And I was honored by that, including the Hispanic vote, which was also much higher. And by the way, if I might add, including the women's vote, which was much higher than people thought I was going to get.
Yep.
So we are going to be working very hard on the inner cities, having to do with education, having to do with crime. We're going to try and fix as quickly as possible. It takes a long time. It's taken 100 years and more for some of these places to evolve, and they evolved, many of them, very badly. But we're going to be working very hard on health and healthcare, very, very hard on education, and also we're going to be working in a stringent way and a very good way on crime. You go to some of these inner city places, and it's so sad when you look at the crime. You have people, and I've seen this, and I've sort of witnessed it. In fact, in 2 cases, I have actually witnessed it. They lock themselves into apartments, petrified to even leave in the middle of the day. They're living in hell. We can't let that happen.
So hold on. This motherfucker, this dude said, he witnessed. All right, let's just keep that into perspective. He witnessed people lock themselves up because of their environment. So you had to see that yourself, as if this has been happening for hundreds of years, right, in impoverished conditions for black people created by the dominant white society. So you had to physically witness that yourself and say, God, these niggers are really living in dire straits. I really need to do something about this. You see what I'm saying, family? That's that is the mind of someone that is basically going through the black experience for the first time. It's like me going into a foreign place I've never been to before in my life and saying, damn, you know what? Those people out, let's just say the people out in North Sentinel Island, right? North Sentinel Island is an island that has not been conquered or basically infiltrated by modern society. All right, these are people that experience xenophobia, true xenophobia, for thousands of years. They have no contact of the outside world. Let's say specifically that I went there, they accepted me, and I experienced something for the first time. That's exactly what Donald Trump is talking about. Never been around black people before in his life. Always had a silver spoon in his mouth because he comes from a wealthy background, his father being a wealthy man himself, right? A multi-billionaire that knows nothing about anything to do with any other culture besides his own, and maintaining his culture, right, which is white supremacy. And this guy experiences this guy goes through the black experience for the first time and says, damn, I can't believe what I saw. These people are living in dire straits. They're locking their doors. Right? So that's, again, this is the guy that you voted for, guys. This is who you voted for. What else can I say? Let me keep playing the video.
So we're going to be very, very strong. It's a great question, and it's a very difficult situation because it's been many, many years. It's been festering for many, many years. But we have places in this country that we have to fix. We have to help African American people that, for the most part, are stuck there. Hispanic American people. We have Hispanic American people that are in the inner cities, and they're living in hell. And you look at the numbers.
Do you
in
know why?
Chicago. There are two Chicagos, as you know.
What's Chicago?
There's one Chicago that's incredible, luxurious, and all,
Uh-huh.
and safe. There's another Chicago that's worse than almost any of the places in the Middle East that we talk about and that you talk about every night on the newscasts. So we're going to do a lot of work on the inner cities. I have great people lined up to help with the inner cities.
Well, when you say the inner cities, are you gonna include the CBC, Mr. President, in your conversations with your urban agenda, your inner city agenda, as well as?
Am I going to include?
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional?
Well, I
Hispanic
would. I
Caucus,
tell you what. Do you want to
as well
set up
as
the
on
meeting? Do
city-
you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of
I'm
yours?
just a reporter.
No, set up the
I
meeting.
know some of them, but I'm sure.
Let's
they're
go set up a
watching right
meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great, the Congressional Black Caucus. I think it's great. I actually thought I had a meeting with Congressman Cummings, and he was all excited. And then he said, "Oh, I can't move. It might be bad for me politically. I can't have that meeting." I was all set to have the meeting. You know, we called him, and he was all set. I spoke to him on the phone. Very nice guy.
I hear he wanted that meeting with you as well.
He wanted it, but we called. They can't make a meeting with him. Every day I walk in, I said, I would like to meet with him because I do want to solve the problem. But he probably was told by Schumer or somebody like that, some other lightweight. He was probably told.
Lightweight.
He was probably told, don't meet with Trump. It's bad politics, and that's part of the problem in this country. Okay, one more.
Don't meet with Trump. It's bad politics, right?
No, one question.
My bad. Yeah, so again, like I said, typical Donald Trump, right? Typical Donald Trump. I got great people lined up to work in the inner cities. Yeah, that's a great plan. That's a great strategy. That's a great plan, great strategy. You know what those people are, family? Those people are the government, the National Guard. Bringing in the troops. Those are the great people lined up to go and fix the inner cities. The ones that have civil unrest, like the Chicagos, because that's all the media points out to. That's all the white supremacist media points out to is Chicago, right? Didn't talk about putting programs in the cities, right? Didn't talk about putting the proper resources, jobs, training facilities, right? Social programs, right? Things of that nature to rehabilitate the community, the people who live in poverty, right? The actual conditions that were created by the government, the dominant white society. Didn't talk about putting any programs at all, but it's talking about we got great people lined up to work in the inner cities, aka the National Guard, right? That's the end result that you have, family. All right, that's the end result. No plan, no nothing. Just bring in the military. Just bring in the military, and all your problems will go away. All the black on black crime and the gun violence will go away. But yet, you don't hear about rehabilitating impoverished communities. You don't hear about, bringing in programs, bringing in resources, bringing in educational programs, right? Things of that nature in the community to rehabilitate it. Nah, we just got to fix the problem by bringing in the military, bringing in National Guard, etc. And those problems will go away. That's your president right there, family. That's your president. But yeah, like I said, the press conference was a hot mess. It was crazy. It was like watching a Saturday Night Live sketch or something like that. Some sketch. If Dave Chappelle was still on right now, he'll be going ham, coming up with a skit for this press conference. It was crazy. It was crazy. Fake news, alternative facts. You know what I'm saying? Everything is fake now. But you gotta get the alternative facts from Donald Trump and his administration, right? Man, oh man, that's crazy. Anyway, family, that's it for me. Leave your thoughts down below about the press conference. If you saw it in its entirety, let me know your thoughts down below, family. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.